Welcome to East Coast LK Reviews. Today, we got another beer review. This is Maduro Brown Ale by Cigar City Brewing. 5.5% ABV, 20 IBUs. And I got Beer Advocate pulled up here. Just like to say, I did have the Oatmeal Cookie Raisin Brown Ale by these guys. That was a pretty good beer. So score on Beer Advocate is 88 for very good. Style is a brown ale, English. ABV 5.5% from Cigar City Brewing out of Florida, United States. Availability is year round. If you guys want to check them out a little bit more, you can go to cigarcitybrewing.com. On the notes, it says formerly Maduro Oatmeal Brown Ale. Maduro is a northern English style brown ale with some American affectations. Higher in alcohol than the common English brown ale. The beer features flaked oats in the malt bill, which imparts a silky body and works to mesh its roasted, toasted, and chocolate components together. The end result is a remarkably full-flavored yet approachable brown ale that pairs well with mild to medium cigars. On Beer Advocate saying 25 IBUs. But on the can saying 20 IBUs, so we're going to go by what the can says. So 20 IBUs on the can. Yeah, we'll crack this open. Go over the color with you guys. Decided to switch it up a little bit. I've been using the Lindemans and the Duval glass a lot. Kind of wanted to use a different glass. This is my Guinness glass. Zach actually got this for me for Christmas time. And I like this glass. It's nice. Looks like a glass you would get like at a bar. But yeah, let's crack this open. Go over the color. Look at the appearance of the beer. Pouring it a little heavy. Color of the beer, big head. Like I said, I poured a little heavy. Nice dark brown color, like a beige head. Looks pretty hazy. Can't really see through it. Yeah, it's definitely got some nice color to it. I'm gonna try to pour a little bit more in here. I said I poured a little heavy at first. But let's go for the nose. Roasted malts, coffee, chocolate, that coffee. On the side of the can says, named after a dark cigar wrapper, Maduro Brown Ale boasts notes of semi-sweet chocolate, toffee, and hints of fresh coffee. Complex and full-bodied are malt-forward ales brewed with flaked oats to add depth of character. See, on the nose, you really get more of those roasted malts. A little bit of chocolate and coffee. Nice toffee note. Has a nice sweetness to it. Like I said, roasted malts is what you're mainly getting on the nose. But it smells pretty good. Let's go for the taste. Nice dark chocolate, coffee finish. Roasted malts. I'd say actually has like a medium mouthfeel. It's not as thick as you would think it would be. It's actually a lot lighter than like a porter or a stout. So like I said, it has kind of a light mouthfeel. Oh, battery's dying. But yeah, definitely roasted malts. Nice coffee bitterness, dark chocolate bitterness on the finish. Nice sweet toffee notes, toffee and caramel. It's not bad. It's basically like a light version of a porter or a stout. So if you guys like porters or stouts, you want something that's a little bit thinner and has a lot less of a mouthfeel, I think something like this would probably be a good choice for you. Light to medium carbonation, definitely not a lot of carbonation. For the most part, like I said, you get roasted malts, you get like a light coffee, dark chocolate bitterness on the finish. Definitely a very good beer. I think that's kind of the style of a brown ale, is it's more of a lighter version of a porter or a stout. So you get those flavors from a porter or a stout, but it's definitely a lot less on the body of the beer. So it's more of a light to medium bodied rather than a medium to high bodied beer, or medium to full bodied beer like you would get from like a porter or a stout. It's basically all like the flavor notes you would get from like a porter, kind of lowered, like less coffee, less dark chocolate, less roasted malts, but you still get all the same notes that you would get from like a porter. It's really good. This actually isn't too cold. I just bought this and I let it chill for probably about like a half an hour. And I think brown ales, you're probably going to get the best flavor out of them around like room temperature. So you don't want them too cold and you don't want them too warm. You kind of want them in between. And I think you'll get your best flavor at that temperature. It's really good, like I said. Definitely not as filling as like a porter or a stout, but it does have the flavor notes that you would get from a porter or a stout, but it's definitely lighter on the mouthfeel. Price was $9.30 for a 6-pack, which is a good price for craft beer. I think Cigar City has some very well priced beers, especially that variety pack that I just picked up. But this isn't one of the ones that you're going to get from that variety pack, but I do recommend trying this one. That oatmeal raisin cookie is around like, I think it was around like $11 to $12 for a 4-pack, which in my opinion is definitely worth it, because the flavor you get from that beer is very unique, and it's unlike any other brown ale you've ever tried. But with this one, $9.30 for a 6-pack, I definitely think is well worth it. So for a rating, I'm going to give this one I'm going to say 8 out of 10 for what it is. Some brown ales, they fall a little flat. They're not as flavorful as this. This actually tastes like a porter, with the amount of coffee, toffee, and chocolate you get from this brown ale. And some brown ales are a little bit more on the sweeter side, and they're a little bit less filling, and they have a little bit less of a mouthfeel, so they don't actually taste as full. But this, I think this is definitely a great example of a brown ale. So like I said, gonna recommend this to you guys. If you guys want a real example of a brown ale, if you want something a little bit thinner than a porter or a stout, this is a great one to check out. And if there's anything you guys like to see on the channel, definitely leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Like your beer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.